Welcome to 3 Minute Thoughts. So, went geocaching again today, and while doing so, involved walking up and down the Burke Gilman Trail. So I saw this mural, and figured I would just talk about the Burke Gilman Trail. I knew the Burke Gilman Trail used to be a railroad track until it got turned into a pathway, and this mural depicts that perfectly. But I was curious about more, like why is it called the Burke Gilman Trail? Usually when you have like a two named thing like that, like Burke is at one end and Gilman's on the other. But that's not the case in this point. It is actually named after the founders of the original rail line back in the 1880s. It was Judge Thomas Burke and Daniel Gilman were two of the 10 men who headed the construction of rail line, and it was the Seattle Lake Shore and Eastern Railway. I don't know how long the original railway was, but the Burke Gilman Trail itself is 19. I've got a note here saying it's 27 miles long, but the longest section is 19 miles. I don't know. I don't quite follow that. It goes all the way from I think near the shore in Ballard area till Woodinville, and in that Woodinville Bothell area or Kenmore area is where it then hooks into the Sammamish River Regional Trail, which then goes into the East Lake Sammamish Trail, which then goes all the way down to Issaquah. You can travel a long distance, I believe. You can travel about 42 miles in an unbroken path using the Burke Gilman Trail, and all the trails that subsequently follow after it through connections. Now, I've never walked the whole trail. I've only walked little bits of it. It would be an interesting thing to walk or ride the whole trail at some point. And this footage that you're seeing is just basically snippets of the trail up by the Lake Forest Park area, where we found a bunch of geocaches. I could have recorded audio while walking this trail, like I did at the very beginning, but there's also a highway that goes along the side of the Burke Gilman Trail, and it would have been difficult for me to talk while cars are running by. So it is a little noisy, but it's too noisy for recording, but not so bad for walking or running the trail. Overall, I'm for turning more railroads into paths, and I have some more stories on rail lines from when I lived in Indiana and the trains literally ran through the center of town. But that's for another day. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What do you think about it? Thanks.